An amendment to the windmill law liberalises the 10H rule, according to which the distance from buildings had to be 10 times the maximum height of the turbine. Initially, the distance was to be reduced to 500 metres, but Parliament eventually decided on 700 metres. This is obviously a step in the right direction. On the other hand, it is a pity that it is not 500 metres. It is a pity that the United Right blocked this construction with the 2016 law. It is good that Law and Justice has submitted an amendment to increase the distance from households from 500 to 700 metres. Solidarity Poland voted for this amendment. There was another amendment, ours, going as far as to make this distance 1,000 metres. Since the outbreak of the Russian invasion of Ukraine, Putin has been using energy blackmail, which has contributed to the deepening crisis in Europe. As part of his pursuit of an international offensive, Prime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki will meet the Prime Minister of Latvia tomorrow. The topic of the talks is expected to include energy security. There are always discussions regarding the stabilisation of energy prices, how to bring this about, how to reduce the level of inflation, and all the economic topics that are important to Polish citizens, which we will be able to address so much more effectively if we can act in a coordinated way on international markets. Construction of Poland's first nuclear power plant is expected to begin in just 3 years. If everything goes according to plan, the first 3 reactors will enter into operation as early as 2033. The United States company Westinghouse will be responsible for the construction. I, for one, am a big supporter of building nuclear power. As for renewable energy sources, the government of Law and Justice and Solidarna Polska invested gigantic funds in renewable energy sources and photovoltaics, and there was also a certain political consensus on offshore windmills. At the end of October last year, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of State Assets Jacek Sasin signed letters of intent in sale for the construction of a nuclear power plant in Pantnów, in Wielkopolska province. A solid foundation is needed in the electric power system. Renewable energy cannot provide it. If it is to be clean energy, it must be nuclear energy, if not coal. Nuclear power plants operate around the world in 32 countries, from Argentina to Europe, all the way to South Korea. According to an analysis by the International Atomic Energy Agency, nuclear power is more beneficial to the economy than investing in coal and gas. However, the positive economic effects of building such a power plant will have to wait. The cost of CO2 emissions has risen very sharply, while we have a very small increase in power generation that does not generate CO2 emissions, which is related to the fact that Poland's power industry, which is 70% coal-based, pays additional costs associated with its operations. Therefore, energy prices, if we are talking about energy transition, will certainly not fall in the coming years. However, we can expect increases. According to the company Polish Nuclear Power Plants, there are currently 133 operating nuclear reactors throughout Europe.